But when learning this, you want to make it as easy on you as possible. So get everything secure, get this fireboard secure somewhere so that you're not fighting it the whole time. So now down here, where all that coal dust is, I've taken a little hole and I want to give it a place for all that dust to form. And it's okay to leave little bits of that wood down there because it'll catch those fibers. Now, for the fire plow itself, it's okay to have it wide, but you notice starting to get wider. So I want to bring that down. I don't want it to be too wide. It's going to create too much friction. So I'm looking at about 1/4 of an inch is what I like to shave that down to. So it's going to wear down over time, and I don't want it to get too wide as this starts to wear down. So this is at about a 45-degree angle. So I get down here on my knees in this position here. I'm taking the fire plow itself and placing it between my thumb and index finger, and then I'm moving forward to build that coal dust, to build the heat, nice and slow. You'll start to feel it grip that coal dust. That's a good sign. You don't want it polishing off. You want it to grip that coal. That's the bad thing about this method, is it is tough on you. Like, you've got to have some fitness to do this. This is the reason I don't teach this one in my class, because I've got people of all fitness levels, and it makes it, I don't want to discourage anybody. Okay, so I'm going to let that coal build, and you'll notice I went with yucca on a denser fireboard. It's just whitewood, pine. So yucca on pine, mainly because unless you have a huge dense piece of yucca, it'll bore through really quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is a yucca fireboard for a fire plow. The problem with it is you'll get really deep really fast, and the fire plow itself will catch on the side, creating more work for you. What we're doing here with the yucca is it's a low ignition wood. This pine is denser than the yucca, and that allows for the yucca to become the powder that's going to form the coal for the most part. So you're still going to have a low ignition wood, but the pine itself is going to prevent the plow from boring down into it as fast. It's not going to polish off like harder woods, And that's going to allow this coal dust to collect at the end. You notice when I first started off, I started off slow just to warm this up. Notice that I have this anchored down. So this could be a huge tree limb, and you would do the fire plow right on a piece of dry wood that would work. Or, if this is your only good source of wood, you could tie it down to another fallen tree. What you want to prevent is having to secure this with your leg, unless that's the only way you can do it. Because it's going to move around, your coal dust is going to flop around, you're just going to be really inefficient. You need to make sure that you anchor it down. So obviously I wouldn't have the ability just to screw something into the ground, but you may have to make cordage, tie it on to another object, or use a fallen tree that's the top of the wood that you are looking for your fireboard. But let me put that out real quick. Just stomp some of that out.